Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking to you about my tattoos. Originally I was going to do a body piercing and tattoo video, but I wanted to go into a bit more detail in my body piercing video, so this one's just about my tattoos. I'm going to be talking about where they are, what they are, why I got them and how painful they were. Before we start, let me know in the comment section if you have any tattoos, if you regret getting any, and if you don't have any, what ones would you want? I will also say that my tattoos aren't everybody's cup of tea. If you're here expecting to see big giant tribal tattoos, then you're in the wrong place, because I just got the tattoos that I like. And honestly, not a lot of people that I know like my tattoos. I think in my life I've met about 3 people that have actually looked at one of my tattoos and says, that's nice. And I'm actually happy with that, because I don't like to be the person who follows what everybody else does and who cares what everybody else thinks. And you're probably going to look at my tattoos and think, she's going to regret that. But I've got to this stage in my life and I haven't regretted any of them, so I doubt I'm going to start regretting them now. Even though I'm getting quite old now, I still would like to get some more tattoos, and they're probably going to be quite similar to the ones I already have. So once again, it's not going to be anything like big tribal tattoos that have got secret meanings or anything. It's quite obvious what they are. But I'm going to be showing you up here what my tattoos look like. And if you don't like them, feel free to say in the comment section below that you think they're stupid, because it's really not going to bother me at all, to be honest. So the first tattoo that I got was this Winnie the Pooh tattoo. Now, admittedly, it's not that I regret getting this tattoo, I just don't really like where it is. I would still like another Winnie the Pooh tattoo, and I would like to get this one covered up. But to be fair, I got this when I had just turned 18. I'd literally just turned 18 about a couple of weeks, and I'm 34 now, and I'm nearly 35, so as you can see it's totally faded and it looks like crap. But at the time I loved this tattoo, and I still don't really mind it, but I wouldn't really mind getting another tattoo. I've actually got a huge collection of Pooh and Friends ornaments, and one of the first ones that I got was this little Winnie the Pooh. That's him doing think, 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 and I would really like to get this tattooed onto me. I would also like to get Rabbit and maybe Owl, or I would like to get them all, but just in a different place. The one that I got, I kinda picked it spur of the moment, and I didn't really think about what I was getting. But it wasn't sore at all. Like, a lot of people say that tattoos are really sore. I genuinely didn't feel a lot of pain, and actually it was just like heat, and I would probably give that a 2 out of 10. It really just wasn't sore. There wasn't any specific bits on it that hurt either. So, like I say, I don't regret it, but I would like to get it covered up with an orange lily, because orange lilies are my favourite flowers. And then maybe just get a different Winnie the Pooh tattoo somewhere else later on. The next tattoo that I got was Winnie 2. I actually have 5 tattoos, and I can't remember the exact order that I got these 2 in, but I'm pretty sure that the next one that I got was this Care Bear. The reason that I got this done is because I used to have a blue backpack, and it was a blue fluffy backpack, and it had this Care Bear on it. Originally I wanted to get like maybe 5 or 6 Care Bears going across my back and having that one in the middle. But when the guy put it on, he made like a transfer first so that I could see what it looked like. And obviously it's giant, it takes up like mainly the middle bit of my back. But originally I wanted to get a few of them like walking along my back with that one in the middle. So once I got it done, I realised that it was too big to get that, so I've just got that one on its own now, which is fine. I like it. I don't regret getting my Care Bear tattoo. I love the Care Bears. And actually, when I was skinnier, I wanted to get a Care Bear tattoo right down the back of my calf, and I wanted to get a rainbow helter-skelter going from my knee right down to the top of my heel. And the rainbow like going down like that, and then all the Care Bears going down on clouds, and then having the little Care Bears, the baby ones at the bottom in little cloud cars. Now if I had to ever lose weight again, now that's probably not going to happen, but let's just say I lost weight again, I would either get that right down the back of my leg, or I would get it right up the side of here. And people might think that cartoon tattoos are stupid, but you know, I actually love the Care Bears, especially the ones from the 80s. I'm not too keen on the most recent ones because they've just wasted them now, so it would just be the original ones that I get. This tattoo wasn't sore other than his nose, when I was getting his nose coloured in, I don't know if it's because it was on a nerve, but it was quite sore. I'd probably give that about a 5 out of 10. It was uncomfortable, so I had to sit on a chair, like with my legs open and lean over the chair. And when it got to the actual nose bit, you could feel it burning. And I was like, no, like trying to take deep breaths and stuff, trying to not really express pain or flinch or anything, because I don't really like to express pain like that in front of people. But I was sweating a wee bit. I had like the wee sweat beads gathering on the top of my head. And the guy did tell me that if I needed to take a break he would stop, but like I say, it was just like the nose area. So the rest of it was totally fine. The rest of it was maybe like a 2 out of 10. And taking care of it and everything was totally fine. What actually happened as well was, when I went to bed, I had to take the cover off it to let air get to it. And when I woke up in the morning, I had a white sheet on my bed. And when I woke up and I got up to go to the toilet, it was like it had been stamped onto my bed cover. And this has happened with one of my exes before as well. Like, he got a tattoo across there and he had a t-shirt on during the night, and then when he got up the next day the tattoo was on the t-shirt. So just watch out for that happening. If you've got white sheets on your bed, you might want to put something down because it didn't wash out. So I think the next tattoo that I got was this one on my ankle, and I actually drew this myself. The reason that I got this done was because I used to work in a club, and we used to have these little Swarovski crystal tattoos that they sent in. I think it was like Malibu or Taboo or something, and they had sent in like a big box of these crystal tattoos, and one of them was a butterfly. So me and my friend who worked in the pub, we took a big massive like stack of these, and every time we went out I used to put the butterfly on my ankle, and I loved it. It wasn't as nice as that. It was just like a basic butterfly. But then I decided that I wanted a butterfly tattoo on my ankle, and I designed that one myself. The only thing that I don't really like about this tattoo now is the fact that it's pink. When I got this done, I was blonde and I wore pink all the time. I used to wear short skirts, like really short skirts, and I used to show off my legs. So having this pink just made sense because I would wear pink so much and it just went with my clothes. But now that I've got dark hair, I never wear pink anymore, and I don't even actually show off my legs anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But I would consider getting this coloured in either red, purple or blue. It really would just depend, but I'm happy with it the way it is just now. It doesn't annoy me or anything, it's just I don't really like the colour. The next one that I got is a brand called Punky Fish. When I was younger, when TK Maxx first opened in Scotland, I used to go there all the time, and they sold this brand. I used to go there and I would buy everything. I would buy the skirts, the trousers, the zippers, everything with a punky fish on it. And when it first came out, it was actually different. It was like a boy fish, and it was quite ugly to be honest, but I still just loved it. So then when they changed the logo, I loved it even more, and I thought, like, every day I would try and wear something punky fish. Even though I don't fit into any of my clothes now, like my size 10 clothes, I refuse to throw out my punky fish clothes because I think the company's actually went into liquidation now. I don't know if they've still got one shop in London or England somewhere, but they definitely don't sell it here anywhere. So this is what this is a tag off one of my zippers. And this is like obviously when they changed the logo. So later on in the company's career, they started making punky fish stuff for men and women. So the man one would be like this little kind of ugly fish, and the women stuff would have this fish. But every now and then you would still get the older fish, and I've still got zippers in there with like the wee boy fish on it. I just absolutely love this fish, and this is my favourite tattoo. I know that people look at it and they think, that is crap, but to me, I love it. I just love it. I think she's beautiful. I don't even regret the fact that she's pink, to be honest, because she just is so nice. I love looking at her wee eyes and her wee body piercings. Look at how cute she is. She just swims along. And like, this is the other tag that was attached onto that. So when I got this done, this was actually quite sore because it's on the top of my foot. The guy did tell me that it was going to be one of the most painful places to get a tattoo. All the tattoo actually like was fine, But once it got to this bit here, which is like right on the edge of my foot, that was so painful. Like the actual eye area here and this, it was like, because there's not a lot of flesh there and it's just skin, my foot was kind of like, it was kind of shaking a wee bit. Now it wasn't extreme pain, right? It was maybe about a 5 out of 10, but it was uncomfortable. And it was definitely a lot slower than the rest of it, which was only about a 2 out of 10. But if you're going to get a tattoo on the top of your foot, then just be prepared, because if you get it somewhere fleshy and you think it's sore, then if you're going to get one on the top of your foot, then it is going to be a bit more painful. I definitely don't regret getting this tattoo. If anything, I would like to get it recoloured because it's faded a lot, because I got it so long ago. But even when I go out and I wear shoes, I don't like to wear T-bar shoes or anything, because when I'm wearing sandals, I like it to be on show. I don't like it to be hidden. And a lot of my friends and people that I know, they just kind of look at it like, what is that? But it just makes me love it even more, because nobody else out there is going to have the same tattoo as me. The thought of everybody walking about with all the same tattoos as each other just makes me feel sick. Like, you get a tattoo to be kind of individual or be different, so what's the point in everybody getting all the same? It doesn't make any sense. So the last tattoo that I got was definitely the sorest. I mean, this was excruciating, to be honest. I mean, it's funny how you can get a tattoo in one part of your body and just be fine, maybe feel a wee bit of heat, but this was really, really excruciatingly painful. I went and got it done, and it's right in at the side of my foot, and as you can see, it's actually like faded away a wee bit at my heel, and that was because the guy should have tattooed it up higher. He did say to me at the time that it might wear off, but I wasn't really thinking it would wear off. I just told them to do it anyway. So the reason that I got this was because something had happened to me a few years ago, and I've never really told a lot of people this. I've only really told my best friend, she just knew. I didn't really have to tell her. But basically, something happened that I won't go into because I don't like to think about it, but it was something that upset me a lot, and it hurt me. Thinking about it now is hurting me. It's so stupid. Right, I'm contained. Thinking about it now, it's hurting me, and to the other person, they're probably going to think it's not a big deal, get over it, but it hurt me so much when this happened, and I decided to go and get a tattoo because do you know what, it's like, it's not even sad now, but it was sad. It's not even sad now, but at the time it was sad. It's not even sad now. I don't know why I'm getting upset, but just remembering how sad I was at the time, it was terrible. I'm probably going to have to cut half of this out now because I can't contain my emotions about something that happened like so long ago. It's pathetic. Anyway, so obviously at the time something had happened that just upset me so much. I was devastated, and I had listened to a song, and there was just words in a song, and it wasn't even like main words, it was just like a wee bit at the end of a song, and I thought, that's so like how I'm feeling. Because when I'm sad sometimes, I listen to sad music because I need to get a grip. Hold on. just ignore me, I'm a very emotional person. You'll probably realise that by now. I'm trying to do this without having to cut most of it out. Right, so basically, when I'm sad, I listen to sad music, I listen to sad songs, because when you listen to the words and you listen to the emotion in the song, it makes me think, I'm sad right now, but I'm not the only person in the world who feels like this. I'm not the only person in the world who is so sad right now. Like, I'm not the only person in the world who is devastated. And there's people out there who are so much, like, worse off than I am. Like, one of the things as well that had happened in the past, this is just like a little side story here, but it was involving the same person, right? So we had stopped speaking and I was devastated. Like, obviously still thinking about it after all these years is devastating, but at the time, one of my friends had split up with her husband and she had kids, and I thought, I'm sitting here and I'm upset over a guy. Obviously it was over a guy, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm upset over this guy, but she's got a house to look after on her own, she's got kids to look after on her own, and she's got, her whole life's going to change. But all that's going to change to me is just not having this person anymore as a friend. So even though, like, I felt bad for my friend, but her being in that situation made me look at my own self and think, it's not that bad. You know, if she can deal with that, I can deal with this. The whole world doesn't revolve around me and how I feel. There's other people who are in a worse situation. So anyway, that's why I listen to sad songs when I feel upset, because it really makes me think about how other people out there are feeling. And, like, kind of get into a perspective where it's like, I'm not the only person in the world who hurts. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe I'm actually getting emotional here in a tattoo video. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm still going to post this video because there's nothing wrong with being upset and talking about your feelings. I think everybody should be honest about how they feel. Even though there's people out there who'll be watching this thinking, get a grip of yourself, hen. Do you know what I mean? Can't be that bad. But it is that bad to me, so obviously this is why I'm talking about it. And I'm not embarrassed to tell people when I'm upset. So anyway, I was listening to this song at the time, and there was just one bit at the end of it, and it's not even the main words or anything, but she sings it like so amazingly, and she like expresses how she feels. I love it when people really express how they feel in a song, and I thought, if I get this tattooed on me, it's going to remind me that even though I feel like I can't get through this pain right now, other people out there are sadder than I am. So I'm going to get this. And when I got this tattoo, it actually was excruciating. Like, see the bit that's rubbed off? That bit was really, probably one of the sorest pains I've ever felt, other than getting canal treatment. Like a root canal treatment was like the sorest thing. 2 seconds. Sorry, I just get a notification on my phone there. So like, I got a root canal treatment and it was so bad. This was just nearly as bad as that, except it was on my foot. So when it was on my heel, it was literally like on my nerve, and I was so embarrassed because my foot was like shaking. It was like violently shaking, and I was sitting there trying to not show that I was in pain because I was embarrassed to show that I was feeling any pain. And the guy was like, oh, it's alright, we'll just take our time. But I just wanted it over it, to be honest, because it was just so painful. So I would say that the pain scale on this was at a 9 at least. It must have been at least, it was a 10. I was nearly crying. That's how sore it was. And it was like burning. It was like somebody actually burning my foot with like a red hot poker. So it was absolutely just so bad. So then once it had healed, and a couple of weeks later, like literally just weeks, that bit had rubbed off. And I went back to the guy and he says, oh, I'll just fix it for you. And he says, every time it comes off, I'll fix it for you. I'll just keep fixing it for you, no matter what. So I went back after about 3 months just to let it properly heal. And I went and got it done again. And I just got like the bit that had rubbed off done again. Oh my god. That was so painful. It was even worse the second time. Because I don't know if it was because it'd already been tattooed over, but oh my god, it was so bad. Like, if you've ever had a tattoo covered up or anything, then I don't know if it's actually sorer. You can let me know in the comment section if it's sorer when you get a tattoo tattooed over. But this was so bad. Like, my whole leg was shaking. I was sitting there holding onto the chair, actually gritting onto the chair for dear life, just wishing it would end. It was definitely like the most excruciating pain other than that root canal treatment that I got. And if you've ever had that done, you'll know that that's not fun. Even though the guy offered to keep doing it for me, I thought, do you know what, it's not, I just can't, I just could not go back and get that done again. I mean, I still like the tattoo, even though it doesn't make any sense because half the words rubbed off. But it still means a lot to me because I got it done at the time when I was upset. I got it done for a reason. And actually, the thing that upset me so much at the time isn't really relevant now because things have changed for the better, I would say now. And it's not, I don't feel, obviously like when I think about it, when I remember how I felt, it upsets me. But that person doesn't cause me that pain that they did at the time anymore. So the fact that it's rubbed off a wee bit kind of makes sense because it's like I've tried to move on and not think about it anymore and tried to like be happy now. So the tattoos like came off and it kind of represents like me trying to move on with my life. It sounds pure cheesy as anything. I think that's the cheesiest thing I've ever said in my life, but it does make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, the situation has changed now, so it's fine that the tattoo's rubbed off a wee bit. All I would say about getting a tattoo at the side of your foot is if you're going to get it done higher. And if the guy tells you that it's going to rub off, then, you know, it's probably going to rub off. Listen to him. And it really was painful, honestly. Like, I would not recommend that anybody get a tattoo there. Even if you've got a really high pain threshold, I really just don't think that you should get one there. It's just so bad because I think it was like right on the nerve. A lot of people say that the bottom of your back's the sorest or the top of your foot's the sorest, and the top of my foot was kind of sore, just that one wee bit. And the side of my foot was kind of alright as well, apart from that one wee bit. I think every tattoo has got one specific bit where it's like maybe on a nerve or something and it causes a bit more pain. But, you know, like, that's just a tattoo. It's not going to be totally painless. You're not going to be sitting there twiddling your thumbs. You do have to expect some sort of pain at some point. Like I said before, you're probably going to be looking at all my tattoos and thinking they're pathetic. Well, and that's fine. You know, I'm happy for people to not like them. But I just wanted to make this video to let you know maybe about the pain or my experience, like my own personal experience. Like, do you have any tattoos in the same places as me? And what pain did you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? Did you think it was about the same? I mean, I'm definitely wanting to get more tattoos, but the reason that I don't get any more tattoos is because I don't like my body. Like, I don't like even looking at my body, so I'm not about to stick a tattoo on it when I don't even like to look at it. But if the time came in the future where I did lose some weight and I did like to look at certain bits, I definitely would get more tattoos, and I'd probably get a big giant one. And like I say, I probably still would get a big giant like Care Bear tattoo or something like that, because that's just the kind of things that I like. I do apologise for getting slightly emotional in this video. I really wasn't expecting it, but it's just sometimes when I think back about how I felt at a specific time, like especially if I was like really happy or really sad, sometimes like I start to feel that, even if it's not relevant at the time. And I'm still going to share this video with you because it's okay to sometimes just remember how life has been in the past and just remember how you were feeling. You should never try and block these things out. It can be quite important to remember them sometimes. But if you did like any of my tattoos, which I seriously doubt you did, let me know in the comments section what one you liked. If you particularly hated one, feel free to let me know in the comment section what one you hated, because I'm not going to be offended. Like I say, most of the people that I know don't even like my tattoos at all, and that's totally fine. We're all allowed to have different opinions. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye!